Oh, hi there. Don't mind me, I'm just clearing out the land a little bit while we get ready for our next build. Y'all should come hang out for a little bit, though. But yeah, we're just clearing stuff out, using some of this awesome magic that we learned. It's made clearing cheese. It's made clearing tree. It's made clearing trees incredibly easy. So now all we have to do is point and click, and the trees are gone. Oh, hello there. I got a gift from Misty that will help boost the production of our crop farm. We should make use of it before I really get into full-on building mode. Right-click on a block to summon a mossy golem that makes crops grow way faster while near ungrown crops and can help you during fights. Golem is automatically tamed. It can be respawned easily after death. Let's set him up over here. That'll be his home? Oh dang, look at that. He's cruising too. Oh yeah. That's sweet. I really like that. Okay, buddy, you just stay right there. Why are you inside? Come on. Don't tell me that you're shy of the crows. We are back the next day, and I have gathered all of the resources that I think I'm going to need for the build. We're actually going to be putting together our first create mod build in the world, and to get things going, we're really going to need to get an iron setup going, but I should really talk about some other things that happened because I got a little carried away with some terraforming. I started just working on some of this stuff, so I took down the sacred tree since it was already desecrated and there wasn't much left, and I just kind of smoothed out this area. And once I got going, I really couldn't help myself but to just keep going. So I got quite a bit of this done, but there is still some more that I have to do. And you can see I lit up the area using some magic as well. I wasn't sure if these were going to keep going once I got off the server, but once I got back on, they were still here. So that's pretty cool. So we might not need torches anymore. Oh, and I do want to talk about this guy right here in the farm. This guy is nuts. The amount of crops we are getting out of him is insane. The crows can't keep up. I have actually cleared a bunch of this out. I literally just keep making bone meal, and I've almost filled up 2 rows of bone meal with just the seeds from this. But we got a few other things they've been picking up for us, and we basically filled up on all of our magic witchcraft herbs. So we got a bunch of that. I even got more inside. It's insane. There's a reason I took that down. It's because we didn't need it anymore. I don't think I'm gonna need to grow any more herbs again because I basically have these jars. This is full of mandrake flowers, full of belladonna berries. The mandrake roots are the only ones that we're a little bit low on, so maybe I keep growing those a little bit. But like we filled up this chest with pretty much all the things. We got a bunch of mage bloom as well as seeds, which is really nice. This is pretty much full. The only ones that aren't are like the dried ones. And then we've got a full chest here. And I've got a bunch of extra mage bloom that I've been stocking up over here too. So yeah, dude, that golem has been nuts, but I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. It's literally filling up my inventory. You can see over here, I got the framework for the build put in here. I'm going to build the farm around this sort of skeleton, and then we're going to work on putting the build around the farm once that's all working. So that's the plan. So yeah, I guess we should get started on this build. But now that we've got all that finished up, I think it's time to work on the rest of the build. And I've got pretty much everything I need right here. If I need to go grab something, I might have to run real quick and scavenge for whatever I might need. But I think for the most part, this should do it. So hopefully get it all done. And yeah, I'll be right back. Hey there, I am back. The build is pretty much done. I've got a few bits and pieces I want to do still, but it's pretty much there, and you know what? I bet you can't wait to see it. So let me not drag this out any further. Boom. There is a fully functional iron farm made with the Create mod. Alright, so let me hop on the broom here. Quite a bit of detail on the front. I'm going for a steampunk build for the Create mod area of my base, which this is going to be kicking off and laying the foundation for this area over here. Everything that's going to be within this sort of boundary is all going to be all my Create stuff. I'm not sure exactly how far back I'm going to push it this way, and we may push it back this way as well. I'll have to see how far everything goes, but for now I think it's a good start. And yeah, I still need to do a little bit of work around the outside. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I'll probably change that window to something else there. I haven't really decided yet. There's a lot of different ways I could go about it. And yeah, I think it all looks pretty good. I threw in a lot of extra gears here just for the visual aesthetic, and I really like the way it came out. Anyway, let's go inside. I can show you what it's all about. The interior, I really haven't decided quite how I wanted to do it. So right now, it's just kind of open in case I want to make any adjustments to the farm itself. And eventually, I'll probably put some walls or something up, or who knows, maybe I'll just leave it open like this so we can see everything in action. And I can give you a brief explanation of how this all works. So up here, we have a cobblestone generator that's using lava and some water sources with some drills, some mechanical drills. That's Create mod. It creates stone, the drills break it into cobblestone, and then that drops down in this water stream here. I did have some issues with the cobblestone getting stuck in here, and initially I thought it was because I was using glass. So I put in some blocks to prevent that from happening, but it kept happening. And so what I did to fix it was I added some chutes. So there's a chute underneath each one of these cobble generators. And then I haven't had any issues with the cobblestone getting caught up. So that definitely helped with efficiency. So all the cobblestone is brought over here, where I've got 4 millstones. 3 of these bad boys are working full power. I've got some hoppers leading into them for some reason, they didn't want to suck them in on their own. So I set up a little hopper system here, and these 3 are basically always going all the time. And then there's just enough left over that the excess gets carried over here. And this is where our cobblestone is being collected. So we've already got quite a bit of cobblestone already, and this thing has not been running for very long. So this thing's filling up, and when this fills up completely, it's going to send a signal that's going to unlock that hopper up there, and then there's a 4th millstone that will unlock, and it will start sucking up and grinding up all the extra cobblestone. And I have the speed set at just the right ratio that it's keeping up with everything, and we won't have any overflow. So the millstones will grind the cobblestone into gravel before dropping it into this setup here. And here we got a fan that's blowing through some water, and that is washing the gravel. And we're getting 2 resources out of it. We're getting these iron nuggets, which are going into a crafter here. And then the crafter is set to auto-craft, and so we're getting the ore that's being collected here. And then all of the extra flint is being set through this extra setup here. And we basically filled up on flint. Like, I could set up another double chest here, but I'm being honest, I don't really know what I would do with 2 double chests of flint, let alone 3. Plus, there's 3 full hoppers also. So I got flint for days. We actually have excess going into this chute, which is just dropping it right into lava. So that's how we're dealing with that, and it seems to be working all right. The only thing that I will say is it is about half the speed is a traditional iron golem iron farm. But since we can't kill any mobs for farming, we're going to have to go the create route. And you know what? I think it's all right, because this farm is just for me. I'm not planning on selling iron or providing iron to anybody else on the server. So once I get my initial beacon set up, I probably won't need that much iron anyway. So I think it'll be fine for my own needs. And I like the way the build looks too. I think it came together really well. So now that I've given you all the tour, it's time for me to move on to the next phase of my plan. And that is to work on some terraforming. And we got the iron farm pumping out, so we're going to get some resources while we're doing that. And yeah, I guess let's get to it. This was a pretty build-heavy episode, but I really wanted to bulk up our defenses so we can gather our strength. I think we're in a good position to invest in the next level of Ars Novel, and maybe then I can take on the stronghold I found beneath my family's land. If what the Invoker's journal said was true, the key to finding my brother just might be in that stronghold. But I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for coming by, and I will see you in the next one.